Welcome to the world where the rich and famous take a sharp turn toward the infamous. In this jaw-dropping episode, we pull back the curtain on the shocking scandals and legal battles that turned beloved actors into headlines for all the wrong reasons. From Hollywood blockbusters to critically acclaimed TV sensations, these stars had it all, until they didn't. Ready to uncover the stunning rise and fall of fame? Buckle up, because this journey into Hollywood's darkest secrets. Let's get into it. Amy Locane, born December 19, 1971, is an American actress renowned for her roles in John Waters' 1990 musical comedy Cry Baby and as Sandy Harling in the inaugural season of the primetime soap opera Melrose Place. She also appeared in the 1992 film School Ties alongside Matt Damon and Brendan Fraser. However, Locane's life took a tragic turn on June 27, 2010, when she was involved in a fatal DUI car crash in Montgomery, New Jersey. Driving at 53 mph in a 35 mph zone, she collided with a vehicle turning into a driveway, resulting in the death of 60-year-old Helene Seaman and serious injuries to her husband, Fred Seaman. Tests revealed Locane's blood alcohol level was in the 10%, nearly 3 times the legal limit. In December 2010, Locane was indicted for aggravated manslaughter and assault by automobile. A Somerset County jury convicted her of vehicular homicide and assault by auto on November 27, 2012. Initially sentenced to 3 years in prison in February 2013, her sentence was deemed too lenient upon appeal. After multiple legal proceedings, Locane was resentenced to 8 years in New Jersey State Prison on September 17, 2020. State law requires her to serve more than 6 years before being eligible for parole. This case underscores the severe consequences of impaired driving, transforming a once promising acting career into a cautionary tale of legal battles and imprisonment. Skylar Deleon, born John Julius Jacobson Jr. on August 12, 1979, in Sun Valley, California, is a former child actor who appeared in commercials and claimed to have had a non-speaking role in the television series Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. In November 2004, Deleon and accomplices targeted Thomas and Jackie Hawks, a retired couple selling their 55-foot yacht, the Well-Deserved. Posing as interested buyers, Deleon, along with John Fitzgerald Kennedy and Alonzo McCain, took the couple on a test cruise off the coast of Newport Beach, California. Once at sea, they overpowered the Hawks, forced them to sign over ownership of the yacht, tied them to an anchor, and threw them overboard alive. Their bodies were never recovered. Following a thorough investigation, Deleon was arrested and charged with multiple counts of murder. In October 2008, he was convicted of 3 counts of first-degree murder, including the earlier killing of John Jarvie in 2003. The jury recommended the death penalty, and in April 2009, Deleon was formally sentenced to death. Due to California's moratorium on executions, he remains on death row. While incarcerated, Deleon legally changed his name to Skylar Preciosa Deleon and began hormone therapy to transition to a more feminine appearance. This case serves as a stark reminder of how a promising life can take a dark and tragic turn, leading to devastating consequences for all involved. Michael Andrew Jace, a name once synonymous with gripping performances on screen, found his career and life take a dramatic turn. Born on July 13, 1962, in Paterson, New Jersey, Jace built a respected career in Hollywood, most famously playing Officer Julian Lowe in the acclaimed FX drama The Shield. Beyond television, he appeared in iconic films such as Forrest Gump, Boogie Nights, and Clear and Present Danger, showcasing his versatility as an actor. However, Jace's off-screen life drew attention for deeply personal challenges that became public. In 2014, he faced significant legal issues following an incident at his Los Angeles home. After a thorough investigation and legal proceedings, Jace was convicted in 2016 and received a sentence requiring substantial time in custody. He is currently serving his sentence in a California correctional facility. Jace's story serves as a sobering reminder of how personal struggles can intersect with public life, reshaping even the most promising careers in unexpected and challenging ways. K. Allen Walker, famously known as KR, was a name to watch in Hollywood. Born and raised in Los Angeles, he burst onto the entertainment scene as a talented triple threat in music, acting, and dance. At just 22 years old, Walker was already making a name for himself, especially with his acting debut in Kings. Sharing the screen with stars like Halle Berry and Daniel Craig, the film premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival and offered a poignant exploration of family dynamics during the 1992 Los Angeles riots, earning critical acclaim. Despite his early success, Walker's journey in Hollywood took a controversial turn in 2018. Allegations and subsequent legal proceedings brought his career to a halt, following accusations involving serious misconduct. After a highly publicized trial, Walker faced a significant sentence in connection to multiple charges. While his case sparked intense public dialogue, it also served as a broader reminder of the complexities and responsibilities that come with fame and influence. This case has drawn significant public attention, highlighting the darker side of Hollywood's rising stars and serving as a reminder of the importance of accountability within the industry. Once filled with promise and potential, is now a cautionary tale of the challenges that come with navigating the highs and lows of the entertainment industry. William Hayden, born on June 24, 1965, was a prominent figure in the firearms industry. A skilled gunsmith and entrepreneur, Hayden gained recognition for his craftsmanship and expertise, eventually founding his own gun shop, which became a hub for firearm enthusiasts. His passion and dedication to his craft led to national recognition, particularly through his role on the reality TV series Sons of Guns, which aired on the Discovery Channel. The show highlighted his technical skills and larger-than-life personality, earning him widespread acclaim and a devoted audience. Despite his professional achievements, Hayden's public image took a sharp and dramatic turn. In 2017, he faced legal troubles that overshadowed his previous success. Following a thorough investigation and court proceedings, he was convicted and sentenced to 3 life terms. The case brought significant public attention, altering the legacy of a man once celebrated for his work in the firearms world. Hayden's story serves as a complex narrative of talent, success, and the profound consequences of personal choices, offering a sobering reflection on how quickly a legacy can be rewritten. Shannon Richardson, born on August 31, 1977, is an American actress whose modest career in television gave way to infamy due to her involvement in a shocking criminal case. She appeared in minor roles in popular TV series such as The Vampire Diaries, Franklin and Bash, and The Walking Dead. While these roles didn't catapult her to stardom, they provided a foothold in the entertainment world. However, Richardson's life took a dark and unexpected turn in 2013 when she was implicated in a plot to send ricin-laced letters to then-President Barack Obama, New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg, and a gun control advocate. Investigators discovered that Richardson's motive was an attempt to frame her estranged husband amid their marital disputes. This bizarre and dangerous scheme thrust her into national headlines, transforming her from a little-known actress into the face of a federal investigation. In July 2014, Richardson was convicted for her role in the plot and sentenced to 18 years in federal prison. The case not only ended her acting career, but also left a lasting mark as a chilling example of how personal vendettas can spiral into serious criminal acts. Her story serves as a cautionary tale of how fame, however fleeting, can be overshadowed by choices that lead to notoriety. Drew Drechsel, a celebrated competitor on the popular television series American Ninja Warrior, faced serious legal allegations in 2020. In August of that year, he was arrested on charges related to inappropriate conduct. Following these allegations, NBC made the decision to edit Drechsel out of Season 12 of American Ninja Warrior, reflecting the gravity of the situation. Reports indicated that the allegations stemmed from interactions with a fan he met at an event, leading to subsequent meetings at his gym. The legal proceedings have been ongoing, and as of the latest updates, Drechsel is being held at the Federal Detention Center in Philadelphia, according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons inmate locator. This case attracted significant media attention due to Drechsel's prominent status within the American Ninja Warrior community. It serves as a reminder of the importance of upholding ethical standards and the potential consequences when those standards are not maintained. Zachary Joseph Horwitz, professionally known as Zach Avery, was born on December 5, 1986 in Berkeley, California. He pursued a career in acting, securing minor roles in films such as Fury and The White Crow. However, his aspirations in Hollywood were overshadowed by his involvement in a massive Ponzi scheme that defrauded investors of approximately $227 million. In 2013, Horwitz co-founded 1NMM Capital LLC, a company he claimed would acquire and distribute film rights to major streaming platforms like HBO and Netflix. He presented investors with fabricated licensing agreements and fake emails to substantiate these claims. Between 2014 and 2019, Horwitz raised over $650 million from investors, using new investments to pay returns to earlier investors, a hallmark of a Ponzi scheme. The scheme began to unravel in late 2019 when Horwitz defaulted on payments, attributing delays to purported issues with HBO and Netflix. In reality, neither company had any business relationship with him. In April 2021, Horwitz was arrested and charged with securities fraud. He pleaded guilty in October 2021 and, in February 2022, was sentenced to 20 years in federal prison and ordered to pay $230 million in restitution to his victims. This case serves as a stark reminder of the potential for deception, even among those who appear trustworthy, and underscores the importance of due diligence in investment opportunities. Joseph Allen Maldonado Passage, better known as Joe Exotic, is a man whose life defies convention, blending tigers, politics, and controversy into a story stranger than fiction. Born on March 5, 1963, in Garden City, Kansas, Exotic first rose to fame as the flamboyant owner of the Greater Wynwood Exotic Animal Park in Oklahoma. Known for his eccentric style and larger-than-life personality, Exotic became synonymous with the world of big cats. Exotic's political ambitions were as bold as his tiger print wardrobe. In 2016, he ran for president as an independent candidate, followed by a 2018 bid for governor of Oklahoma under the Libertarian Party. While neither campaign gained traction, his antics caught the attention of the media and the public. In 2019, Exotic's life took a dramatic turn when he was convicted on federal charges, including animal abuse and 2 counts of murder for hire. The latter stemmed from an alleged plot to kill Carol Baskin, the CEO of Big Cat Rescue and his longtime rival. Exotic was sentenced to 22 years in prison, cementing his status as a controversial figure. Even behind bars, Joe Exotic remained in the spotlight. In March 2023, he announced a run for the Libertarian Party's nomination for the 2024 presidential election, only to later shift his focus to the Democratic Party nomination. Love him or loathe him, Joe Exotic's story continues to captivate and baffle the world. Joseph's son, born on November 22, 1970, in South Korea, is a former mixed martial artist, professional wrestler, and actor who became infamous for his criminal actions. Son gained modest recognition for his role as the villainous Random Task in the 1997 film Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. Beyond acting, he had a career in combat sports, participating in mixed martial arts and kickboxing during the 1990s. However, Son's life veered into darkness with revelations of his criminal behavior. In 2011, he was convicted for his involvement in a violent 1990 assault, which included charges of gang rape and torture. He received a sentence of 7 years to life in California. While incarcerated, Son's notoriety escalated further when he was implicated in the death of his cellmate, Michael Thomas Graham, in 2017. This act led to an additional 27-year sentence for voluntary manslaughter. Son is currently serving a combined sentence of 34 years to life in prison. His story underscores the devastating consequences of criminal behavior, even for individuals who once enjoyed fame and public recognition. It serves as a stark reminder of how actions off-screen can eclipse any achievements in the public eye. Jen Shah, born on October 4, 1973, gained fame as a prominent cast member of Bravo's reality television series, The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Known for her extravagant lifestyle and dynamic personality, Shah quickly became a central figure on the show. However, in March 2021, Shah's life took a dramatic turn when she was arrested and charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering in connection with a nationwide telemarketing scheme. Prosecutors alleged that from 2012 to 2021, Shah and her associates targeted thousands of individuals, many of whom were over the age of 55, by selling fraudulent business services and promising substantial returns that never materialized. Initially pleading not guilty, Shah later changed her plea to guilty in July 2022, admitting her role in the fraudulent scheme. She expressed remorse, stating, "I knew this was wrong. I knew many people were harmed, and I'm so sorry." On January 6, 2023, Shah was sentenced to 78 months, 6.5 years, in federal prison. In addition to her prison term, she was ordered to forfeit $6.5 million and pay restitution up to $9.5 million to the victims of the scheme. This case underscores the serious repercussions of fraudulent activities and serves as a cautionary tale about the potential consequences of unethical behavior, regardless of one's public persona. Toby Willis and his family, known as the Willis clan, captured the nation's attention with their musical talents and seemingly wholesome image. Alongside his wife Brenda and their 12 children, Willis rose to fame after the family's memorable performance on America's Got Talent. Their success led to a TLC reality show, The Willis Family, which showcased their close-knit dynamic and exceptional artistry, earning them widespread admiration. However, the family's image unraveled in 2016 with Toby Willis's arrest, which sent shockwaves through their fan base and beyond. Facing serious legal allegations, Willis became the subject of intense media scrutiny. Following legal proceedings, he was convicted and sentenced to prison, marking a tragic and shocking turn for the once celebrated family. The fallout from these events deeply impacted the Willis family, as they faced not only personal anguish, but also public scrutiny. Despite the tragedy, some family members have continued to pursue music and other endeavors, striving to reclaim a sense of normalcy. This case remains a sobering reminder that even those who appear to embody perfection can harbor dark and painful truths. Allison Mack, born on July 29, 1982, in Preetz, West Germany, was immersed in the arts from a young age. The daughter of Jonathan Mack, an opera singer, and Mindy Mack, a school teacher and bookkeeper, she seemed destined for success. Her breakthrough came with her role as Chloe Sullivan on the hit series Smallville, where she captivated audiences from 2001 to 2011. Mack's portrayal of the resourceful and witty Chloe earned her critical acclaim and a devoted fan base, cementing her place in pop culture. However, Mack's career and reputation took a shocking turn when her involvement in NXIVM, a purported self-help organization, came to light. Within the group, she played a key role in a secretive subgroup called DOS, which federal authorities identified as engaging in exploitative practices. In 2018, Mack was arrested and charged with sex trafficking conspiracy, and forced labor conspiracy, charges that sent shockwaves through Hollywood and her fans. Facing significant legal consequences, Mack pleaded guilty in 2019 to racketeering and racketeering conspiracy. In 2021, she was sentenced to 3 years in federal prison for her involvement in the organization's criminal activities. Serving her time at the Federal Correctional Institution in Dublin, California, Mack was released in July 2023, marking the end of her prison sentence. Allison Mack's journey from beloved actress to central figure in a high-profile scandal serves as a cautionary tale of the potential pitfalls of fame and misplaced trust. While her release signals a new chapter, the ripple effects of her actions continue to echo in the public and entertainment spheres. Harvey Weinstein, born on March 19, 1952 in Flushing, New York, was once one of Hollywood's most powerful figures. As the co-founder of Miramax and later the Weinstein Company, he, alongside his brother Bob Weinstein, was instrumental in producing critically acclaimed films such as Pulp Fiction, Shakespeare in Love, and The English Patient. Over decades, Weinstein's name became synonymous with award-winning independent cinema, earning numerous accolades and reshaping the industry. However, his career came to a sudden and dramatic halt in October 2017, when allegations of sexual misconduct spanning decades emerged. More than 80 women, including high-profile actresses, accused Weinstein of sexual harassment, assault, or rape. These revelations became a pivotal moment for the Naller's Me Too movement, sparking a global reckoning against abuse in workplaces. In May 2018, Weinstein was arrested in New York and charged with rape and other sexual crimes. After a highly publicized trial in February 2020, he was found guilty of third-degree rape and a criminal sexual act in the first degree. Weinstein received a 23-year prison sentence and began serving time at the Wenda Correctional Facility in upstate New York. Weinstein's downfall marked a seismic shift in Hollywood, emphasizing the importance of accountability and exposing the darker side of an industry long shrouded in silence. His story, once defined by cinematic triumphs, is now a stark reminder of the consequences of abuse and exploitation. Ryan Grantham, born in 1998, is a Canadian former actor known for his roles as Rodney James in Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Jeffrey Augustine in Riverdale. His career began with promise, debuting in The Secret of the Nutcracker 2007 and featuring in projects like Supernatural and Becoming Redwood. Grantham's talent and early success suggested a bright future in entertainment. However, in March 2020, his life took a devastating turn. Grantham fatally shot his mother, Barbara Waite, at their family home in Squamish, British Columbia. Reports later revealed he had been struggling with severe mental health issues leading up to the incident. Following the tragedy, Grantham made the shocking decision to travel to Ottawa with intentions of harm, but he ultimately surrendered to Vancouver police instead. In 2022, Grantham pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for 14 years. During his trial, he expressed profound remorse, acknowledging the irreversible impact of his actions. The case has since sparked discussions about mental health awareness and the importance of early intervention for those in crisis. This somber chapter serves as a stark reminder of the complexities of mental health and the far-reaching consequences of untreated struggles, even for those who once seemed destined for success. Zara Phythian, best known for her role in Marvel's Doctor Strange alongside Benedict Cumberbatch, and her husband, martial arts instructor Victor Mark, faced significant legal consequences in 2022 after being convicted of severe offenses involving minors. Their trial at Nottingham Crown Court drew public attention, exposing a deeply troubling series of events. Phythian, 37, received an 8-year prison sentence for her role in the abuse of a girl. Her husband, Victor Mark, 59, was sentenced to 14 years in prison, including 10 years for crimes committed with Phythian and an additional 4 years for separate offenses involving a victim. Both denied the allegations throughout the trial, but the jury delivered a unanimous guilty verdict based on compelling evidence. Referred to by her married name, Zara Mark, during the proceedings, Phythian's career as an actress and public figure is now overshadowed by these convictions. The case highlights the justice system's unwavering dedication to protecting vulnerable individuals and ensuring accountability, regardless of a person's public or professional stature. Josh Duggar, born on March 3, 1988, rose to fame as the eldest child in the Duggar family, whose lives were chronicled on the TLC reality series 19 Kids and Counting. The show, which highlighted the family's conservative values and large household, brought them significant attention and a loyal fan base. Duggar also held a prominent position as executive director of FRC Action, a lobbying arm of the Family Research Council from 2013 to 2015. However, his public image began to unravel in 2015 when reports surfaced alleging that he had engaged in inappropriate behavior as a teenager. These revelations led to the swift cancellation of 19 Kids and Counting and widespread public backlash. In April 2021, Duggar faced new legal challenges when he was arrested by U.S. Marshals on federal charges of receiving and possessing illicit material. Following a widely publicized trial, Duggar was convicted on all charges in December 2021. On May 25, 2022, he was sentenced to over 12 years in federal prison. This case served as a shocking fall from grace for the once prominent reality TV personality, prompting discussions about accountability and the responsibilities of public figures in maintaining trust with their audiences. Danny Masterson, born on March 13, 1976, gained fame as Stephen Hyde in the hit sitcom That 70s Show. Known for his laid-back demeanor and comedic timing, Masterson became a household name during the show's 8-season run. He later starred in other television series, including Men at Work and The Ranch, further cementing his place in Hollywood. However, Masterson's career and public image were irreparably damaged by serious legal allegations. In March 2017, multiple women accused Masterson of sexual misconduct, with incidents allegedly dating back to the early 2000s. These accusations led to a lengthy legal battle during which his affiliation with the Church of Scientology became a focal point. Some victims claimed that the organization attempted to silence them and hinder justice, contributing to significant delays in the case. In May 2023, Masterson was convicted of raping 2 women. By September 2023, he was sentenced to 30 years to life in prison, marking a significant conclusion to the years-long legal proceedings. Masterson's fall from grace serves as a stark reminder of the importance of accountability and the far-reaching consequences of misconduct, even for those once celebrated in the public eye. Sea murder. When Percy Master P. Miller found success with No Limit Records, his dreams weren't just about music. Determined to pull his family out of the harsh realities of New Orleans housing projects, he brought his brothers Corey, Sea Murder, and Vishon, Silk the Shocker, into the fold. The trio became hip-hop powerhouses, releasing gold-certified records and cementing their place in rap history. But while fame brought opportunity, it couldn't shield the family from tragedy. In 2001, Corey became entangled in a violent nightclub incident, but things took a devastating turn in January 2002. During an altercation at another New Orleans club, Corey discharged a weapon, resulting in the tragic passing of Steve Thomas. The shocking event led to a series of legal battles. Corey's first trial in 2003 resulted in a mandatory life sentence, though the conviction was later overturned due to the prosecution's failure to disclose key witness criminal records. By 2009, Corey was retried and once again sentenced to life. Over the years, the case garnered widespread attention, with high-profile advocates like Kim Kardashian calling for justice reform. Despite their efforts, a 2023 federal ruling upheld Corey's sentence, leaving a haunting legacy of a promising life overshadowed by a fatal decision. For Master P, the pain of losing his brother to this tragedy is a reminder of how even success can't escape the weight of the past. Diddy, a titan in music and business, now faces allegations that threaten to unravel his carefully cultivated public image. Prosecutors have accused him of operating a criminal enterprise that coerced women into prolonged and degrading sexual acts. These accusations suggest that Diddy used his influence, intimidation tactics, and even substances to manipulate and control his victims. Despite the gravity of the charges, his legal team has pushed back strongly, claiming that the accusations are baseless and part of an unjust campaign to tarnish his reputation. Diddy has steadfastly maintained his innocence, insisting he is the target of an overreaching prosecution. The case took a darker turn as investigators revealed disturbing evidence obtained during property raids, including firearms and a large amount of lubricants that prosecutors argue were used to facilitate abusive actions. These findings, coupled with testimonies of alleged victims, have painted a troubling picture of coercion and exploitation. While Diddy's defense team has attempted to discredit the evidence, claiming it lacks context and credibility, the prosecution remains firm in their narrative of abuse and manipulation, calling for accountability in what they describe as a long-standing pattern of predatory behavior. Currently, Diddy awaits trial from behind bars at the Metropolitan Detention Center, where he is held under special supervision for his safety. Twice denied bail, the music mogul now faces the very real possibility of a prison sentence that could range from 15 years to life if convicted on all charges. As the trial approaches, public attention has intensified, splitting opinions between those who continue to support him and those calling for justice for the alleged victims. For Diddy, a man who built an empire on his name, the outcome of this trial could define his legacy.